stupid, boring stuff.
All we were doing was trying to make the show actually something people would want to watch, unlike usual. So,
No, I feel like with none of these, without your page, Greg, we're not going to have anyone watching us. Is anyone out there? Hello. All right.
Who's live? You're live.
What?
On
Huh?
Instagram. On Instagram.
Yeah. Am I live?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Well, it doesn't say I'm live yet.
Well, it says it on my phone, unless my phone can see into the future.
Oh my God. How cool would that be?
Future phone.
Okay.
All right. Let's get this fine
party started
on the road. Absolutely. Tonight, live on the air. All right, the best part of the show, though. Ryan, can I go now?
It's every time.
Well, now I know I see where you're coming from when I'm confused that it's over and Miriam has like 45 seconds of silence at the end of the video. I can understand why that's confusing for everybody. All right, my friends, it's time to play Myth or Mystery. It's the weekly panel show where our panel here, with the help of our viewers, decide if the videos or images we're watching tonight are myth, mystery, or unknown. Now, remember, this series is heavily reliant on our viewers voting on the videos each week. So please share this video out to get more people to join in. Also, some of our Facebook pages aren't working tonight. So if you could share this so we can get even some of the usual people who may go to other pages to watch us and they see that we're not there tonight, it'd be a great help if you could share this out for us. I'd really appreciate it. And you can vote for videos over at YouTube at Myth or Mystery Live. Now, don't say that we never listen to you, because we've had a couple people say, well, can you put that link for YouTube into the comments? And Miriam has done so tonight. So
who's a big girl?
Right? All we're trying to do is help you people, and you come at us during the show like knives out and stuff, but all we really want to do is help you and have you enjoy the show. So go over, it's in the links, go over to at Myth or Mystery Live on YouTube to do the voting. Though you can comment on videos from anywhere you're watching from tonight as well. But really, to be part of the cool gang, you got to go over to YouTube and do the voting as well. Let's meet our panel tonight. I'm going to go first. My name is Greg Bakken, and I'm a paranormal investigator. I've been doing so for the last 15 years or so. My favorite way of communicating with spirits is through ITC methods, mainly the Spirit Box. I've had a lot of success using it. I also host Ghostbox Radio on AM 950 radio and streaming on Ghostbox Radio with Greg Bakken on Facebook when it actually works, Monday through Friday at 10 p.m. And we bring some fantastic conversations to you regarding the paranormal, ufology, Bigfoot, and so much more. Please go check it out. We've been having some really fun conversations lately. Moving on, Miss Harlow. Harlow is co-producer, graphic artist, research and video researcher. Harlow is also a writer and illustrator with her book Plugged into the Paranormal, about her lifelong paranormal experiences. You can find the book over at Amazon. Harlow is just a very creative person and a very kind person until we start doing the show wrong, and then she will verbally abuse us after the show. So we're going to say goodbye to her for now, but she'll be back if we do something wrong or at the end of the show as well. So thank you, Harlow. And then, of course, Ryan, a 15-year paranormal investigator and the evidence review go-to guy. He likes to come in and swoop in and crap all over what we have to say. That's what we love about him. Ryan is good at finding things no one else has found. And whether we like it or not, he will hit you with some cold, hard facts. And I know Ryan single-handedly have changed the minds of a number of you watching these videos. So, we can make fun of him, but he knows what he's talking about. And then we have Miriam. Miriam is our psychic medium who specializes in remote viewing, aliens, and clearing dark energies. She's also a teacher of spirituality, the paranormal, and bridging the gap between the two. Harlow and Miriam also have the podcast True Crime Psychic Eye, now streaming here on YouTube page and Myth or Mystery Live. And once again, you can also reach it by going to the link that's in the comments section. Now, last week's show, if you missed last week's show, we discussed, then analyzed the video claiming to have captured the legendary Hat Man, and an unusual light anomaly was caught on an outdoor security camera. What was strange about this anomaly was how long it hovered and moved with total visibility the entire time. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. This was really cool. Even got Ryan, my gosh, even got Ryan wondering what was going on. And that's something. So we're really excited about that. That was a lot of fun. Now, we also have added a new segment called Ghost Stories. If you've had an extraordinary experience with a ghost, alien, or UFO that you'd like to share, please send it through our website, mythormysterylive.com. And if you haven't visited it there yet, please do so. Once again, mythormysterylive.com. You can choose to keep your identity anonymous. Stay tuned in tonight. We not only have an incredible story, but a photo captured to match.
Prepping our truck, go to the store, and as I'm looking up, all I see is this shadowy face, like put itself right next to mine, featureless, but like the blackest black I've ever seen. Ooh. And I just look and immediately freak out, and it was gone. I actually had 2 coworkers tell me they were putting stuff away. One went to reach for a box, and in our main aisle, he said he saw this sort of like shadowy apparition just go in between the aisles. The way he described it was like those like ghosts from Ghosts that drag people to hell.
Jose, do you have any yes or no like questions that you want to maybe ask about that situation at that warehouse? We're learning from Jose. He's learning from us. Hopefully you felt that way tonight, Jose.
I did.
So we're going to be doing that again tonight. We're going to get to that in a couple minutes here. But before we do so, wanted to check in with Miriam and Ryan. It's been a week since we've last talked. I make it my business not to answer their phone calls, emails, or texts during that period of time. So how's everyone doing tonight?
We laugh, but it's so true. And Jeremy will totally back that up. He'll be like, yeah, hello, is Greg? Greg does not exist. Like, I honestly think he only lives and breathes when he's on air. Other than that, he doesn't exist.
And that's a bad
he's not
thing,
a real person.
No, if I was artificial, would I choose this? Honestly. So I mean, come on, let's get real over here.
That's where Ryan and I are supposed to go. Oh my God, Greg, what are you talking about?
No, I knew what I was walking into when I said it. I was prepared.
I mean, no, Greg, you're so perfect just the way you are.
That's exactly the body you should pick because it's amazing. Yeah, no, I get it. I trust me. Listen, I live it. So yeah, no, I mean it's, I'm a busy man, right? There's stuff literally 24/7 going on here.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like people say that, and then if like you could look through their family room window, as creepy as that sounded, you just see them sitting there watching Netflix. Like, I don't know.
Even creepier. You could do that. You actually could. You could do that yourself.
That's true. I could remote view into your. I should do that and see how busy you really are. All right, I'll let you guys know next week what that guy's really doing. Ew, yeah, that's so gross. I don't think I want to know.
Yeah, I want to.
But speaking of creepy, do you know what I do that's creepy? That Bruce hates?
What's that?
Do we really want to go there?
Yeah.
Whenever we're out walking the dogs, I always like to look. If someone has their like shades open in their house, I'll look inside. Like I want to look inside, not because I want to see people, because that ruins it, but I do like to see how people decorate their place, and I want to see. I'm not into like interior design at all. I'm just curious, and then I'm also curious, like are they clean? Are they messy? What's going on in there? And Bruce sometimes will be like, Miriam, stop staring. There's people in the kitchen, and I'm like, I know, but did you see that painting on the wall? It's kind of weird. You want to see if like who you think lives there matches with what's really in there.
So are you like going up to the windows and doing like this?
No,
Getting
no,
in the
I
bushes
don't.
outside.
No, I don't. I'm just, when you're walking by, I might slow down a little. So people, close your drapes.
She's
Yeah.
got the binoculars around her neck.
I mean, yeah.
and to be fair, I don't even wear my glasses, so like, who knows what I'm looking at?
Right. I
See?
mean, you just,
Oh, Emily, I want to see what's on their TV too. I want to see that too. I would love it. I did say this to Bruce the other night. I was like, I would die. Stop. I would die if someone was watching our show. I would go up and knock on their door and be like, "Oh my God, you're watching our show." I know it's not going to happen yet, but one day. Anyway, look
how
at
are you, Ryan?
Court says the same thing. See, Court Peterson does it too.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
Jeremy's so perfect. I don't do that.
it's a trap. What does he mean? It's a trap. I mean, I don't understand that. It's not a trap. It's just wrong. Is well that is.
It seems like a female thing, because it seems to be just the ladies doing this.
It feels like an against the law sort of thing, actually, if you ask me. I mean, that's
Hi, Denise. Denise does it too. It's obviously, it's a girl thing. So if it's a girl thing, it's totally innocent and it's cute. It's not creepy.
yeah, no. When Ryan does it, which I do know he does,
That's weird.
there is
Only
a
when I
lot
drive
of
by your place, Greg.
so yeah, no. The only thing going on with me, as I mentioned earlier, is that I can't get onto my Facebook account. So it's kind of ruined a lot of things for me, and that's whatever. That's how it goes. I mean,
Sorry, Greg.
you're not.
I am,
bit,
because I'd like your audience. Your audience watches our show, and if they didn't watch our show, I wouldn't care. But because they watch our show, I care.
I'm glad to see that it's for useful reasons that you care. That's good. And I'm trying to think anything else. And Ryan, your kids aren't with you tonight?
Not tonight. They're watching.
Oh, they're watching. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, good to know.
Oh, you know how
Well, maybe that's something you say before we go on the air. Just I don't know. Just saying. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Last week, Ryan's young little boy was in the comment section trying to turn everyone against us
Yeah, he
on
was.
one of the videos.
Mainly you.
Yep.
It was. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, no, we're not doing this. I'm going to go head to head with your son. And what is he, 8?
10.
Same thing.
Same mental level. I mean, it's good.
So me and him are right there.
Yeah, no, you two.
10-year-old,
Well
you're
matched.
about the same-
Well matched,
yeah,
I must say. Yes.
same level,
well
yeah.
matched. Yes, you might be a little smarter.
Yeah. So no, it's good. I mean, yeah. Is he going to come in and crap all over our show again tonight, or you kind of maybe talk to him and maybe set the kids straight a little bit tonight, huh?
There was a little conversation that was had, yes.
I mean,
Oh, was there really? Did he get in trouble?
No.
we have enough enemies to this show. You don't need to be on the inside to do it too. I mean,
We don't need help. I know. All of a sudden, his kid takes over, and we're like, "What is happening?"
now, do
He
you
did
remember
wanna
his?
see the videos before everybody? I told him, no, you got to watch them live with everybody else.
It bums me out that Ashley did that comment, because I was going to ask Miriam if she remembers your son's name, since she can't remember her own husband's name. Oh,
I
she has to
don't
put the
remember.
glasses on. She's like, let me see.
I did.
Let me get
I
out
did.
the telescope.
Sean, I'm not gonna lie. I remember the name Sketchy Jeff, but I don't remember. It's from an Unexplained Cases, and
my
I don't remember the scenario. I'm sorry. Don't hate me. My memory. Anyway,
So
let's do this, people.
was there anything else either of you wanted to bring up I didn't, because I'd hate it if we didn't get all the great things you have to say. On
I
the
was going to say after each show, my mom always loves to critique it, and she'll call me. And like the other day, she was like, "Listen, we're behind 2 episodes." So she needs to go through with me all of her critiques of each episode. She was like, "Listen, I meant to tell you, there was one episode where I think Ryan's green screen went down and it looks like he's in a basement. So I think he needs to do something with his interior design." I was like, "Mom, he is in the basement. He's literally in the basement."
Yep.
I thought that was funny.
So we could critique you. That's okay.
We cannot. My mother can.
All right. Well, good to know the boundaries. Good to know the rules. Okay. All right. Well, with that, that's a real bummer. All right. Well, let's talk about the show then. Myth or Mystery is an interactive paranormal show with a panel of seasoned paranormal investigators and mediums, plus audience participation. The panel will individually determine myth, mystery, or unknown. Myth is not paranormal. Mystery is paranormal. Unknown means not paranormal, but may not be man-made or faked either. The audience is polled throughout the show to determine their analysis of each video, myth, mystery, or unknown. When the panel is not unanimous, the audience polling will be the tiebreaker. The audience will also have the opportunities to win prizes via the world-famous paranormal trivia question segments, which often are the most popular part of the show, hands down. If you're watching on Facebook, jump over to YouTube to join the polling and the voting. YouTube polling is over at Myth or Mystery Live. It's also linked, and it should be flagged or whatever. Yeah, it's starred. We know that much. That's the StreamYard terminology. Now, there is nearly as many people creating fake paranormal and UFO videos these days as there are people trying to capture genuine evidence. Add to that the capabilities of modern technology, such as hologram projections, jetpacks, and programmable drones. It's becoming increasingly more difficult to know what is real. That's why shows like ours, Myth or Mystery, are important in helping us to remember to always use our intuition and evaluate with a critical eye. And we're really excited because tonight we are going to combine our ghost stories segment with our first image of the night. And we're going to be hearing our guest story, and then voting and analyzing the photo that she captured. This is really exciting. This is really cool. And we're really happy that she's doing it. Let's give a warm Myth or Mystery welcome to our guest, Jordan. And let's get everything kind of set up here. And where are you, Jordan? There you are. Hi, Jordan. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Great. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. This is really exciting. So what we're going to do, Jordan, is we'd like to hear your story. We're not going to do, we're going to first start with your story, and then we're going to prep the audience, and then we're going to show the photo, if that works for you.
Perfect.
So what's your story?
Well, this was about a decade ago, which is funny because when I say that, a lot of people are thinking like the 90s, but no, it was 2014
Right.
or 2013, sometime around there. So
That's funny. Yeah.
a whole decade ago. But my husband and I, we went to college in a little town in North Georgia. It's called Dahlonega. It's the site of the first major gold rush in the US, if you weren't aware. So that's
Cool.
like its claim to fame. But it's a cute little town, a lot of history, a lot of older buildings and things like that. And there is a ghost tour company. So they do walking ghost tours. And I do need to preface by saying this is not a gimmicky type company. Because when I showed my picture initially, people are like, oh, the ghost tour company planted that. But no, they're not the type to do anything like that. It's more history than anything. And they'll throw in some ghost stories here and there. So my husband and I wanted to go on this ghost tour. We love the paranormal. We just, we like hearing the history and the stories and all of that. So, any place that I'm at, Savannah, Charleston, I'm like, sign me up for a ghost tour. I think it's a good time. So we were, we were on this ghost tour. Everything was going normal. We'd go to one spot. We'd hear a story about the location. And then the host would tell us if there were any paranormal things that had happened. And, it's a ghost tour. Y'all probably know the drill. So we get to this one house and it's called, which I found out later, it's called Morehouse in Dahlonega. I didn't know much about it then. I still to this day don't know much about it now, but I do know that when we got to that location, I did feel something different. I just felt kind of a pull in that location that was different from anywhere else that we had been. And so we're in the front lawn of the Morehouse. It's kind of like up on a little bit of a hill. And I just feel, again, I feel like a little pull to kind of separate from the group, and not entirely. I'm not like off on my own in the woods. I'm about, maybe 10 yards away from the group, kind of off to the side of the house. And I'm just like taking pictures with my phone, which again, this is 2014 cell phone quality. So
Sure.
I think I was just hoping to catch an orb, honestly, because I was taking pictures at all the places and I was just like, maybe I'll catch an orb or whatever. But I was completely separate from everyone else in the group. So that is something to keep in mind, because that kind of makes it all more weird. My husband stayed with the group because he was like, okay, she's off doing her thing again, whatever. He doesn't even question it. So I'm off taking my photos. He sees me over there. He sees that no one is around me. And I'm just taking photos kind of back to back, just rapid fire photos, hoping to catch an orb. And so then I go back to the group. I'm on, we're on our way to the next location. I didn't notice anything at the time. Nothing weird happened at the time. I was just, again, I felt a little bit of a pull to take photos, but then it was back to normal. So I think we had one more stop after that. And then we go back to the main hub where everyone meets for the ghost tour and where we end up. And at that time, I just start scrolling through, the photos on my phone, because the tour guide was like, if anyone has any cool captures, any orbs or whatever, y'all send them to me, let me know. And at that time, I just started kind of scrolling. And that's when I saw the photo in question, which was, it looked to be like a figure type thing in the lower, like left-hand corner of the frame. And again, the photo directly before it and directly after it, which were taken, seconds apart, there was nothing, in those pictures. It was just the one weird picture with this figure face type situation. And when I saw that, my heart kind of just like dropped into my stomach, because I was like, oh my gosh, I just got like a really bad feeling from it. I did show the tour guide like right then and there, and they were shocked. They were like, oh my gosh,
Right.
because I don't think they're used to that kind of photo. They're used to, again, like orbs and things like that. So they were pretty shocked. And again, I was just feeling weird about it, because I was trying to justify it in my head. So I asked my husband, I was like, there's a girl on the tour. Was that girl over there? Was anyone around me? And he's like, no, there was no one around you. And again, the photo was like, the figure was in the bottom, like left portion of the photo, but the tour group was to the right. So there really would have been no way that someone could have snuck into the left side, without me noticing. And they were again quite far away. So, and then some people have said, when looking at the photo, that it could be an owl, which I don't see that, but people are trying to justify it. I tried to justify it and, rationalize it so I wouldn't feel so weird about it. But to make things even more uncomfortable, that night when we were leaving the ghost tour, so downtown Dahlonega, cute little town, it has a square. So we're walking around the square. We walk back to where our car is parked. So our car is parked in a public parking lot. By that time, everyone had pretty much dispersed. Again, Dahlonega is a very small town. After 9 o'clock, it's dead. There's nothing going on. So there were a few other cars in the parking lot with us. And as we're walking up to our car, my car door, the passenger door, is wide open with all the lights on in the car. And of course, my first thought is not anything paranormal. My first thought is, okay, someone just broke into our car and stole my purse.
Right.
Because, we were on a walking tour. I didn't want to carry, I have like a massive black hole of a handbag, which I have had for like forever. So I didn't want to carry that on the tour. And again, I've had people be like, why would you leave your purse in the car? And I'm like, it's a small town. There's like no crime. And I was in my 20s, so I wasn't the smartest back then either, but I mean, I just wasn't worried about it. So that is why, I'm sorry guys, everyone was so mad about me leaving my purse in the car. I'm like, it was a different time in 2014, but it was in the car. So we walk up to the car, my heart is like racing because I think we were just like robbed, and there's my purse just sitting right there in the front seat. I start looking through everything to make sure like nothing had been stolen, and nothing. I mean, not that I had much in there, you know, I had maybe $5 cash and my makeup and stuff, but everything was there. Nothing was stolen. The purse was just sitting right there. And at that point, that's when I felt like my veins turned to ice. I was like super freaked out because again, I asked my husband, I was like, we locked the car. And he's like, absolutely we did. I mean, we always do, especially my husband. He's always very careful about things like that. And so I don't know, again, if that is coincidence that something like that happened, you know, moments after we get this weird apparition or figure or whatever it is on camera, or if it's related or what. But the fact that happened right after, it really was very creepy. And
was it the driver's side door that was open?
No, it was the passenger side door. It was I was the passenger. My husband had been driving the car. It was the passenger side door.
So it wasn't his purse. There's two purses in the car. No. So let me ask you this, because you're like, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but if you were to kind of get the feeling, because you said that you were kind of getting feelings in that area, but if you kind of look at it from an energy perspective and you kind of feel the energy of that situation at the moment, maybe you weren't in place of mind to do so, would you have an opinion one way or the other just based on energy if it was connected or not?
Now, I mean, looking back on it, hindsight, you know, is 2020, but absolutely, I definitely now looking back think it was connected. And again, I feel like I'm pretty in tune with my gut and like my intuition about people and situations and things like that. And when it comes to this situation, I don't know what it was, if it's a ghost, if it's a demon, if it was some random person that showed up. I don't think it's that, but whatever it is, I don't get friendly ghost vibes from this whole situation. So some people are like, oh yeah, it's just someone trying to get your attention and share their story. I'm like, for some reason, this whole situation has always made me very uncomfortable. It's made me feel really freaked out. And that's why I kind of have not revisited like the house. Like people are like, why don't you go back and see if anything will appear again? I'm like, I really have no desire to. And even like here we are 10 years later talking about it now, it's just, it still freaks me out. And I still try to rationalize like what could have happened in my head. But realistically, I just still don't know exactly what happened. But my husband is the most like level-headed guy. He does not believe, or he did not believe in anything paranormal until this situation. But he will even agree. He's like, you were totally off by yourself. No one from our group, you know, siphoned their way over there. Like it was, so he can't even explain it. And he is, again, very practical about matters like that. So
how many, oh, sorry, Greg, let me ask really quick. I just wanted you to clarify how many views you got on TikTok when you posted that.
Oh my gosh. I think I'm at like 2.8 million right now, which is stupid. Like I have a small TikTok account, you know, a couple thousand followers. I post my mom content. I certainly did not expect this. There was a stitch going around TikTok that was like, if you have a ghost story that like no one believes, share it. And I was like, oh, actually, I have one of those. So I just shared it and it like took off, and people are so mean in the comments. I'm like, guys, I'm just sharing my story. You don't have to believe me if you don't want to. I'm just sharing my story. I didn't know it would reach this level.
I just want to say this, first of all, congratulations on being one of the few people ever to take 3 pictures in a row when doing it. I mean, that's something that not a lot of people seem to have the wherewithal to do, and that really helps quite a bit. What I'd like to do, if everyone's okay with it, I'd like to go on to the point where people can see the photo now. Jordan, what we're going to do is we're going to take you out for a couple minutes while we show it, and then the panel will analyze. We'll bring you back into it, and then we'll have some more conversations about that. How does that sound?
Works for me.
All right. So, audience, you're gonna vote before the panel analysis for video number 1. It's going to be played a few times, and you'll have a total of 60 seconds to complete your vote. And from there, once again, if you don't know, it's in the comments section how to get to go voting over at Myth or Mystery Live on YouTube. Go over there now and vote. Here is image number 1.
While taking a ghost tour in a college town in Georgia 10 years ago, one of the tourists stepped away from the group to take closer pictures of a particular house. She had felt compelled to do so. Afterward, she discovered something unusual in one of the photos, despite the fact that no one had been near her at the time.
All right, polls are now closed. Panel will begin their analysis. After the panel analysis, you'll get your chance to vote again. Miriam, why don't we start with you? And what is your analysis tonight on this?
So I feel a hang on. There's something strange about this because there's a young girl who walks in who's like stuck in this circle and who wanders the campus, but I don't know how this is possible, but I almost feel like there's this combination of, I feel like someone at that tour, she didn't literally do this, but it feels like she stepped inside their body for a moment. And I know that is a thing, but that's not exactly what happened. It's what I'm feeling it happened, how something like this happened, because I'm feeling a combination of a physical presence, like of someone who was alive and in body, combined with this girl who like moves through people. And I guess I do want to step back and say she may have stepped into someone's body, because I do see, it's like I see somebody there for a moment, not losing consciousness, but just losing awareness of like their own body for a moment, and her walking into it and then through it. And so it's not like when we talk about, we haven't talked about this, but I know some people are aware of like alien walk-ins. It's not like that, but there's this similar sort of takeover she did. And she didn't do it in like a super crazy dark way, but she is conscious enough of her ability to do that. So she's not totally innocent either in what she did. And so if I were to like lay it out logically in a way to make sense of it, it would be that there was somehow she stepped into an individual who was there, and that person showed up on camera, and her essence came through also, and then she stepped out of it. And because I'm asking how she was able to get herself to show up so clearly on camera, like so clear to where like you could make out what this person looks like, and a spirit, their essence wouldn't be that specific, yet I can feel her essence pushing through that photo. And she walks the grounds like in a circle, like a security guard would. And she definitely leans towards people like Jordan who are open and looking for something like her. And so she knows and can recognize those people and makes herself known. And even as I'm talking about her right now, I can feel her wanting to like step inside me, and it's making like my insides like vibrate in a really weird, uncomfortable way. And so that's how that showed. That's how that showed up. So, yeah, I don't know. I think that's everything. So obviously for me, it's a mystery.
Mystery. All right. I will thank you for that. I will go next here. And, you know, the one thing that I kind of really got from that, first of all, that'd be quite the neckline on an owl if that was in fact an owl, and it's not. I do not believe that's an owl for a second. But you know, it's really interesting to me, and I feel like that obviously she wanted to go with Jordan to the point of, I think, being very clear with it, including opening the car door. I feel like that you know, it's just, you know, I God help me, I agree with Miriam on the fact that it's, you know, that there's something. You know, the way I looked at it, the way I looked at the energy was an awkward energy. Like she just, there's somebody awkward anyway. I'll be honest, and I don't say this sort of thing very often. I don't out myself very often, but I am getting quite the tingling from this person as well. I'm feeling something that.
Guess that means your time's up.
I right. Miriam could talk for 4 hours, and no, I'm not done yet. As it happens, so
I'm not. That doesn't mean you're done. It's not like I'm playing you off stage. I was just like, I was adding to the mystery of this whole conversation.
Get the hook.
Accepting the award for Greg Bakken tonight. Yeah.
But wait, Greg, can we talk about what you're feeling though? Does it feel different?
We're not done with me then yet. Okay, that's so kind. Thank you.
But are you feeling something different than like just a typical goosebumps? Because I feel her like in.
I'm not feeling that. It's more outside. And I know what you're saying. I mean, it's just like, are you saying it's pretty much like, you know, she's just not where she should be in, and that's anywhere inside you. It'd be anywhere inside you. It's just not right. You know, she doesn't have the permission to do that. I'm just feeling like I'm getting the feeling that she knows I'm talking about her. She's here, you know, and that's fine. I'm not, you know, whatever. But you know, it's just and it makes me ask the question I don't have the answer for. You might, and we can try with Pendulum as well. It's like, what is it that you want? You know, you're not being very clear to anybody. What is it that you need? What is it that you want? So that's my thought on it. I don't know if this is going to come as a surprise or not, but I'm voting mystery.
That's why I did that. God, get yelled at. I have a freaking ghost moving around inside me. I'm sorry. I'm not thinking clearly.
I thought you had stuff to do then, if that's the case. But no, that's fine.
God, we'll do the after Ryan does his. Let's go back to the ghost story layout, and we'll bring in Jordan, and we'll do the pendulum.
Well, do we want to do that though after the second vote?
Whenever you think. Whenever you think.
I feel like let's go through everything as we normally would, and then bring Jordan back if you're cool with that. Okay. Okay, and now Ryan to probably crap all over it all. Like, oh,
it's time to get shit on.
Yep, here we go. Okay, there.
Okay. So this is the original picture. I know it's pretty tough to see, and especially for some of our viewers. I just brightened it up a little bit, so there you can kind of see the difference there. You can see, the house in the background, and you can see the picture. One thing that I did notice on it, right here, when I brighten it up, you can see the clear line coming down. Sorry, I can't draw tonight again. That's something that I noticed right away. So then what I did, I went through, and thank you, Jordan, for submitting the daytime picture. This one really helped me a lot. So what I did, I went through, again, here's the original, and then I brightened it up a little bit. You can see the tree there kind of still. It gets a little distorted here, but then what I'm going to do, I took the daytime picture and made it somewhat transparent. And then we're going to put it on top of this nighttime one, and I'll move it around to match them up. It's great daytime picture. It's almost the exact same angle, so it's pretty easy to line these two up. So when I line them up there, you can see that face, head, spirit, ghost is right on that tree. So to me, I'm thinking maybe this is pareidolia, and there's some reflection coming off the tree or something like that. The only thing that I'm not getting is what that is, because on the house, there's no light. There's nothing there that can reflect anything. There's clearly no flash being used. I'm not sure what that is. The face, I'm a little bit concerned that that's pareidolia. But being too that there was pictures taken before and after, which is excellent. Thank you again, Jordan, for doing that. I'm going to have to go unknown on this just because I can't explain all of it. Thanks, Greg.
Oh, that was an accident. Sorry. I really didn't mean to do that.
Can you explain pareidolia again?
Seeing faces and things that don't exist. So when you look at a rock formation and you see faces when there's clearly no faces there, your brain just naturally wants to see faces. It's the way that our brains are programmed.
So like looking at a robot like you, and we want to see a face, but there's really no face there.
Yes.
Fair enough. I gotcha.
Exactly.
This is called revenge, is what Miriam does on these when it doesn't match her. Like, I'll destroy you. I'll destroy you all. So, all right. Well, with that happy ending, so where are we at with the pre-analysis polling numbers then?
Pre-analysis, we were pretty much split across the board. 23% myth, 38% mystery, and 38% unknown. Curious to see how that changes now, though.
Look at you. Well, if it does change into what you're saying, shame on you, is all I'm going to say. I mean, let's find out is what I meant to say. So did your analysis change? Whether did or not, please go vote again. We want to know if the panel has shifted your view on image number one. Remember, even if your analysis did not change, please vote the same one more time. And here we go. All right, so we got the panel's point of view. Let's see what the audience has to say, and we're going to talk a little bit more with Jordan, maybe get some more information. And once again, Jordan, sorry that we got one of them with us tonight. So,
Freaking Ryan.
so Miriam, do you want to go through any of the comments that the audience had, or do you have something else planned?
I do. I want to do that, and then I also want to use Penji and have a little conversation with this lady. Okay, so let's look at the comments really quick.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. I'm just getting caught up. Okay, here.
Riveting.
So far, so good, right? Jeremy says he thinks it's a person with shutter timing. What's that mean?
The shutter speed on the camera.
Means he doesn't
Got
know
it.
what he's talking about. Just ignore him.
Was the camera digital or not?
It was a cell phone back in, again, 2014.
Not one of those cell phones with film in it, huh? Okay.
No, not that one.
KD Paranormal's wondering if it's a reflection on something, kind of similar to what I know. It's not I can't say that word. I know it's not what you're saying. Linda Judd is always here to tell us what she's doing and eating for dinner. You missed the good stuff. You did.
Good.
Like shapes and clouds too. Oh yeah, right. That's what Ryan's talking about. Yes, Emily. Okay, I should read these before I post them up here.
One would think, but yeah, here we are.
I don't. I read as I go. I've never seen bark from a tree reflect in a light color, even unless it was a birch. That's fair. In your face, Ryan. In your face. I'm just kidding. Thank God his son's not on. Like, if your son was on tonight, I wouldn't. Like, it would be so hard to be mean to you.
I thought he was. I thought he said that he was watching.
Yep.
Oh, hi. Just kidding. I love your daddy. Not in a weird way. All right. So before I totally lose it, let's get this Penji going. Audience, you have any questions? Or for those of you that believe, for the believers out there. Greg, can you put you in Jordan's spot? Or I can, right? I can do it. Sorry, I forget I can do it. I forget I'm a big girl.
Anything else you want me to do before I do the other part of the show I'm supposed to do?
Host and pendulum and move. I know. Right. Okay, so it's so weird how she's like, I can feel her from the inside out. It's so weird. Was this a school? Is this a school? Was this a school?
Yes. Okay. It was a college campus.
Pendulum.
Okay. So I'm going to form a question, Greg. I know I'm terrible at forming questions. I felt like she went to that school, but I don't feel like she died young there. I feel like she's coming back later after she left. So the question is, did you die at that school?
No. Can I jump on a question real fast?
Please, you're better at it than me.
Did you appear to Jordan as your younger self?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Look at that.
Circle means yes, right? Up and down means no.
This is yes. Nearly lost it. Did you specifically want to appear to Jordan? No, not really. But when you met Jordan, was there a reason why you still wanted to have her see you? Okay. That's a yes. I mean, that leads to the obvious question, doesn't it? To me, the obvious question is, were you the one that opened Jordan's car door? Yes.
You have no desire to move on, do you?
Nope.
And you learned how to step into other people, and you are correct? I'm sorry. I know I asked like multiple questions. You taught yourself how to walk into other people.
Yep.
Okay. I don't think I have any other questions. Other than get out of me.
Ryan, do you have one? Are you Paradoya? No, I'm just kidding. But,
Yeah, actually, did you open the car door to be nice?
it's not saying yes, that's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I get sketchy vibes from her. I definitely don't get like I'm with Jordan where I wasn't feeling like a lost soul. And it's not like she's some dark, like crazy energy, but she's just a little mischievous and deceitful and just
Prankster.
Do you like to use the gifts that you have inherited after passing? Do you like to use that to mess with people? Yes. Do you like to scare people?
Greg, are you comfortable asking this question?
Sure. Whoever you are, yes or no, did you take your own life? No.
All right.
Now you know you need to leave us alone after this, right? No more. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I feel like she really responds to Greg. I don't feel her responding to me at all. Like, meaning like as I like just she doesn't take no for an answer from me, but from Greg she does. Wow, do you see that? Holy crap, look at how big that spin is.
You know what they say? You know what they say? The bigger the spin. Actually, I don't know what they say. So
it has nothing to do with that size.
All right, are we good here?
Can we talk about why it started spinning so fast and strong like that?
Were you thinking something, Greg?
She was agreeing with you.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do you like men in general? Are you like men? Picks up.
Jeez.
Even Ryan?
Oh, come on. Say no. Say no. Say no. Say no. Oh, that would be so awesome.
Goodness.
Ann McMahon saying, I'm sorry, Ann McMahon. Did I say Ann McMahon or Ed McMahon? Sounded like Ann McMahon.
Sounded a bit like Ed McMahon.
It did.
Yeah.
Does she like Greg better than Miriam?
I think that's the general consensus in life. So
oh, that's awesome. All right. We did it.
So, okay. With that being said, do we have numbers for the second vote?
We do. We were at 14% myth, 50% mystery, and 35% unknown. So
Ryan did not. Ryan did not sway them.
I did not. You guys did.
But you know what? Not that I feel bad for being mean to Ryan, but I kind of do for a second. I feel like Ryan always does such great presentations, and even when honestly, even that, how do I want to say this?
I don't know.
His presentation will sway you too because he's so clear about it. Yeah. That it makes you really commit to where are you? Like he's really clear. So it's like you either are with him or you're not with him. You know what I mean?
I will say this though, because normally when Ryan will point stuff out, one way or the other, it'll be like, "Oh, I see, I get it." This time, to be perfectly honest, and you did lay it out very well, and as you always do, and it's a joy to watch. Even when you're doing that, sometimes I'll be like, "Okay, you're right, I see it." This time, I just wasn't going to change. It just didn't feel that way to me.
Sure.
So, but I mean,
I know, but that's my point though, is like he does that so well that it brings more clarity to you. Like you're either like, oh yeah, that's clear, I'm with him, or no, it's clear, I'm still over here. So I'm just saying, Ryan, You did a good job. Am I going soft? What's wrong with me?
You are going soft.
You're not the same Miriam I recognize.
It's the
Arlo,
girl. It's the girl. She's in me, and she has a crush on Ryan.
You are shunned. So,
All right. Thank you, Jordan.
thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Jordan.
Much.
That's
I
Great
awesome.
chapter.
Appreciate having you on tonight. All right.
Thank you.
So with that being said, let's fix this. Okay, there we go. With that being said, then we're going to, and I'm just kind of moving stuff around since no one else is.
I'm sorry. I know. It's just my widow boy came up and he's so cute. I got distracted. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. All right. So with that being said, it is now time for Myth or Mysteries video segment brought to you by Ghost Inspector Greg, Gig, as he's also known. Audience, please let us know if you'd like to see viral video number 1, viral video number 2, or both analyzed. Voting is open over at YouTube at Myth or Mystery Live. And here we go. Let's see what Greg has to say this week.
Welcome back to another Viral Videos with Ghost Inspector Greg. Let's get into it. Now, I know we're starting to get advanced with jetpacks, but could we possibly be this advanced? Now, I'm not going to discount this. I had a very weird experience myself in front of the Bela Lugosi mirror at the Zach Bagans Haunted Museum when I investigated there with the Ghost Inspectors team. What do you think?
What is that? Get
back.
Yeah, get back. Did everyone hear that? Wow, creepy or what?
Let us know what you think by voting at Myth or Mystery.
All right. So off script as usual, Miriam, you're going through comments. Anything of interest that you want to share, or should we call you
Sorry,
Jetpack
no.
Woman, or what should we do here?
I stopped. Jeez, Dad. Give me a break.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to run a show here. That's all. No, I get it. So after trivia, which you know what's coming. After trivia, we're going to announce polling numbers from the viral video segment. Is it Jetpack Man or is it
Mirror.
Haunted mirror.
cassette player woman? Okay, I'm the only one
You
that's
just
on
cracked
the
yourself. Greg cracked himself up. I love that.
Yeah, well, here we go. Anyway, so with that being said, guess what time it is? I don't know what buttons I'm hitting. I feel like Miriam over here. I got lost. I really don't. Who are you people? What am I doing here? All right, it's time for trivia. Trust me, this is really worth it. So once again, how trivia works is you have 5 seconds to answer the question. Do not Google. If you win, your name gets put into Scully, and live on the air, Miriam will put your name in, and then next week are we doing the whatever we're calling it?
Drawing.
I feel like within the last 10 seconds I've had a stroke. Honest to God, I'm like, and what's going on here?
Okay, but
All
also
right.
they're not going to know what they're going to win because we didn't get to see the whole video. But that's fine. Go ahead.
Well, I think they've probably seen it before, and plus, you know, with that last segment, you spoke so long that we got to cut time somewhere. So here we go. Here is your question this week. In the film Close Encounter, this is an easy one. All right. In the film Close Encounters of the Third Kind, what is the name of the butte that the film climax takes place at? And here you go. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. In the film Close Encounters of the Third Kind, what is the name of the butte that the film climax takes place in? There, well, I'd even put his name up there.
He's wrong. Just let's see if someone else guesses.
Yeah. Devil Loser. There we go. Look at that.
Hi, Violet.
Did you just call her Violin?
I called her Violet. Pie Hill. Linda Judd. What's happening?
That is a very valid question, quite frankly. What is happening over here? So, Violet, congratulations. Oh, I need to go? I need to grab my snare drum, don't I?
Yeah.
Here we go. Are you ready?
Ready.
Long.
Good job.
Who the big girl?
There we go. That was fun. That was
it?
Good job, Violet.
That was. I mean, it used some time. That's something. All right. So, what it truly didn't get said here, though, is that we do have a lot of great merchandise available, and you can go check it all out over at mythormysterylive.com. And please buy some. Support us. Support us. We haven't eaten in weeks, and it's really starting to become an issue, quite frankly. So I keep going over to Ryan's house. They make meals for me, but they don't make the meals. They don't allow me to eat the food that they're eating. It's something not quite as good. So
We set it out on the front porch for you.
Exactly. Don't ring the doorbell.
Nope.
Just get it and get in your car and get the hell out. Sometimes there's a double barrel pointing out a window when I go and pick it up, but
That's Logan. That's Logan.
the creepy man's here again, Dad. Is that how he sounds? I hope not. That's a bad voice for him. All right, so why don't we go ahead and find out the results from the viral video segment?
Oh, that's me, right?
That is all you.
Ah, crap, you guys. Hold on. Which one
We're
was
going to
it?
have to make this a 2-hour program. Yeah, excuse me. Haunted Mirror came in with 45%, the Jetpack with 36, and 18% got both.
I think if you're wondering about the Jetpack, man, have you ever seen Thunderball, the James Bond film? Just watch that. That's a man with a jetpack.
Thunderballs?
Yep, that's it. All right, so that's all right. Here
Who
we go.
named the movie Thunderballs?
Well, it's not Thunderballs, it's Thunderball. Okay.
It's way too close. Way too close.
You probably never seen a James Bond
I have
film
not.
in your whole life. This is true. This is true. He's under my feet. Someday you will not hear from me, and it's because he tripped me down the stairs or in the kitchen or something. That's not joking. That's a prophecy.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. Let's go ahead and move on to video number 2 because it's just it's already 10 p.m. Please. So first of all, this is the viral video. Please share with us the viral videos that you are interested in, whether they make you feel something intuitively or if you're curious, if it's a myth or mystery. We want to know the why behind why you chose that particular video to submit to us. Please submit videos or via our website at mythormysterylive.com. Your name will remain anonymous if you choose. All right. With that being said, let's get to the viral video you all voted to be analyzed. Tonight's image number 2, audience. You will vote before the panel analysis video for number 2 will be played a few times. You'll have the total of 60 seconds to complete your vote. But before doing so, let's get on Miriam and Harlow to talk before we play it.
Sorry, is that me with that? Do you guys hear that?
No, I mean, when you brought in Harlow, it's just a little bit more background noise, but that's all.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was coming from me. So for tonight's video, this is a viral video from 2 weeks ago that you guys wanted analyzed. It's Travel Channel. Someone thinks they found a skinwalker. And so Harlow and I were doing some research to see if we could bring someone on from the Navajo tribe to discuss the skinwalker, where that comes from, that type of thing. And we found that in our research, we weren't getting any responses from anyone. And then finally, I spoke with someone at Navajo Times, and they said that you are not to discuss the skinwalker. That is not something that the tribe does. And so out of respect for that, we will analyze and have the conversation, but we wanted to be able to educate people on that and keep that in mind.
That's a really good point. Harlow, anything to add to that?
The reason they don't discuss it basically is it's part of their belief system, their culture, and they want to hold it close. They've already lost so much. And also because they believe in it. This is a very powerful being to them of negative magic. And they figure if they discuss it, they put themselves at risk. So it's good reasons.
Yeah. When I do my radio show, I have yet to have someone on to talk about it, because it is, I've always understood the same thing. You don't put a name to this. You don't talk about it, because even talking about it invites it by just naming it.
Interesting.
Yeah. So those are great explanations. Can we go ahead and play number 2 then? Okay, here we go.
Oh, what the crap? Is that a guy? What the frick? What the What was that?
Watch again. As the coyotes disappear into some brush. Moments later, an oddly shaped humanoid figure emerges.
Oh, what the crap? Is that a guy? What the frick? What was that?
My name is TJ, and this is my video. To me, it looked like a tall person figure. Like, I would have guessed that it was 7 feet tall or so, and it just had like disproportionately long arms.
Oh, what the crap? Is that a guy? What the frick?
So off the bat, I was confused and just trying to figure out like, what could that have been?
What was that?
Being from Utah, there's actually a place here called Skinwalker Ranch, and there's been a few times where I'll hear stories about it and be like, there's no way that's real, right? I wouldn't necessarily say I was afraid, but we all did sleep in the tents with our guns next to us since we were on that hunt.
So, what exactly did TJ see that day? Through his scope.
All right, the polls are now closed. Panel will begin their analysis. After the panel analysis, you all will get your chance to vote again. Why don't we start with Miriam here, and you can tell us what you think tonight.
One thing I wanted to point out was that Harlow and I both, when it comes to intuitive stuff, Harlow and I are always on the same page, which is great. Or she picks up on something that I missed or vice versa. But we both really struggled with using the term skinwalker. It just vibrated just something very odd in us, and now we understand why. And it's not that we didn't understand in the beginning, but we both wanted some more education on the background of it and the truth really behind it, not the rumors behind it and not the assumptions behind it. And so with all that being said, for me, this is a myth. This feels very human. This feels not only does it feel very human to me, but it also feels like just the energy of the people, this gentleman and his friends who had the experience, the energy from them just feels a little chaotic. It doesn't feel, when I say chaotic, I don't mean that in derogatory. I just mean they're not really, they're just kind of excitable and they're just anxious and excited about where they're at and what they're doing. And so the energy is like chaotic. It's not grounded, rooted in, I'm scared. What's this? What's happening? I'm feeling something in me. And so as I read their energy and I read the energy of this being, the two align where it's both very human, emotional experiences.
All right. Thank you very much for that. I'm going to go next here. And I guess where I'm going to come from with this is that I think we're looking at two very different pieces of land here that is separated by a ravine or something, where you have these sheep or whatever, they're going into it, and then this person comes out on the other side. I think, first of all, two of these animals went in, one person came out. Where's the other animal? I think that they were back there because they went to wherever they needed to go. And this person who is hunched over comes running out. To me, this is clearly a myth. I do not see anything remotely paranormal about it at all.
All right, if you want to throw me up there. I paused this very first part of the video here. I wanted to highlight this right here. I'm going to play the video, but it goes fast. So just watch that part here. And I'll explain why here in a bit. Right there, it kind of pops up. And then at the end, we're going to be looking right in this area. I'll play it again here for everybody. Oh, this is crazy zoomed in. There's a lot of digital static there. Nothing is really clear. But to me, this is a person riding a horse. Right here at the end, you can almost see the horse's head kind of move forward a little bit on it. I tried to go through and I tried to zoom in and do some stills, and it's just super blurry. You can't see anything on this. I slowed it down a lot so we can try to
there it is.
get an idea of it. To me, it's a person riding on a horse with like a crop or something, just kind of dangling there. That's what makes the arm look longer. There are a couple parts in here where it looks like a horse's head. You can kind of see it bobbing up and down. To me, this is a myth. It's a person on a horse. And Greg, I agree. We're looking at completely different parts of the countryside here. The distances are so severe and extreme that it's hard to tell what's what in any of this.
Yeah, very interesting. So a rare occurrence where we are all in agreement here. Enjoy it, folks. Now, with that being said, did your analysis change? Well, hold on. No, not yet. Because we want to know did we go through the pre-analysis numbers?
Sorry, here we go. I don't know why. Sorry. I always feel like I did something wrong.
It's true.
You always do.
That's why.
50% myth, 25 mystery, and 25 unknown.
All right. So with that being said, did your analysis change? Whether did or not, please, everyone go vote again. We want to know if the panel has shifted your viewpoint on image number 2. And remember, if your analysis did not change, please vote the same one more time. And here you go. Go back and vote right now. All right, the panel had their chance to do their analysis. Now it's time for the audience. What do we got on that?
Jeremy, he went on known. He wanted to see what Ryan had to say.
Oh,
Violet-
no. Hold on. That is not how the game is played. That is absolutely not how the game is played. We don't wait to see what Ryan says. You tell us your gut feeling and you go and vote. Okay, Jeremy?
Jeremy, we haven't picked on you in a while, so pull it together, man. Violet, it doesn't feel paranormal to me, but it's odd. Why would the animals go towards it if it was a person? White Hanes and t-shirt. Good point. Jeremy York, that's what I needed. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Jeremy. We're here for you,
welcome,
apparently.
Yeah.
We're all here for Jeremy. Is
Well,
that a bird that flies up?
Can I just say real fast about the one about the animals running towards I think Ryan, you're in agreement. We're like talking like this, you know,
hundreds of yards apart. Yeah.
Yep. There's something in between the two. That's why there's trees in between, but why are the trees only like 6 feet tall? You know what I mean? That they go much further down in this, what I would think is a ravine or something. That's just why. That's my opinion on that, at least.
Yep, I agree.
Is that a bird that flies up?
Does
it matter?
No.
We love you, Jeremy. Totally see the horse now. I know. I didn't see the horse at first. Like as soon as you pointed out the horse, I swear I saw my eyes saw a cane. I was like, is he walking with a cane? And then the longer I looked at it, I was like, oh my God, it's a horse.
Yeah, horse, and I think he's using a crop or something, a stick or something.
Myth or mystery first, we all agreed. Hey, is it a first? Better get it all
you'll
in.
See when you get to the numbers.
Okay, because you won't see me the next 2 weeks. Jeremy, where are you going the next 2 weeks? Violet sees that now. Great.
Let Miriam know off camera. We don't need to.
No, tell us. Let's all sit and talk about it. I want to talk about when your flight leaves, when it returns. Where are you staying? Does your mother know you're going? Does my mom know you're going?
So, okay, well, from strange to stranger, what is the polling numbers for the second vote?
This is pretty cool. 100% myth.
Well, look at that.
Whoa,
that's what she meant. Yep.
That's a myth or mystery first. That's what she meant. Wow. I feel like we should just sit in this together and do like meditate on it.
That deserves a.
Yep.
So, I mean, like across the board, meaning the three of us, assuming Harlow as well, and then all the people voted. Look at
Everybody
that.
that voted too. Yep, 100%.
Yay!
Very cool. See, now we like you. Okay, so this is
now
where
we
we're at.
like you. It's all conditional, Ryan.
So video one, you guys voted mystery. I went unknown. It was a great picture. I really liked it. You know, the audience kind of agreed with you guys wrongly, but that's okay.
Oh, yep.
And then we were, 110% myth on the last one. Pretty clear on that one.
So, Harlow, what are you thinking about everything tonight?
Basically, I thought Jordan was a great guest. She had a great story, and she did a really good job of telling it. It was really a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun. She was really good, and it was really that was a really cool picture. Even though somehow people think it's like a reflection from wood, but whatever. We just
Got to spend some more time out in the woods, Greg.
yeah, that shiny wood that plagues the forest all over the place. Yeah, from the shiny forest of. Yeah, it is the first.
It is.
Yeah,
it's very cool.
Sorry, Jeremy.
So no, he still had to do it, even though
He told him not to.
Well, also his mom's been gone for 16 years, so I should have thought of that before I mentioned it.
Yeah. Well, no, I figured that if anyone's gonna put their foot in on it, that would be that would be you. That actually deserves a. So. I don't even know what's worse, that you said that or that I just played that, but whatever. So with that being said, all right, folks, fun's over, or maybe it's going to start now because we're coming to the end of our show tonight. Thank you for joining us on Myth or Mystery. Each week we bring new videos for you and the panel to weigh in on. If you caught paranormal on camera or you have an extraordinary ghost or alien experience you'd like to share, please send it through our website, mythormysterylive.com. Once again, that's at mythormysterylive.com. Don't be shy. Send us something. We'd love to show it and share it and talk about it. If you enjoyed our show, please like and share it. We're going to be back next Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central, here on Myth or Mystery Live. Everyone, have a great week, and we'll see you soon. Sit, good dog.